Hey, this is Gopi Krishna, UR16CS075, and this is System Software and Compiler Lab Experiment number 7, Predictive Parser. Now, a predictive parser is a recursive descent parser which has the ability to predict which production is to be chosen to replace the input string. So, for this, I have written a Java program. Let's see how this program works. So, I'll be reading the input from an external file, input.txt, and I'll be presenting it in the form of a table. So I have used two for loops and a while loop, and I have used tab spaces to settle the alignments. So I'll be asking the user for the starting symbol and the input string. So here I have declared the terminals and non-terminals. Like the terminals I've already declared as IDs, and the non-terminals could be E, T, and F. Now, so we after we have given the input symbol, that is, I'll be asking the user for the input string. After I have found it, what I do is how to separate the IDs and the operators. What I do is I store the value of the ID, that is the first value k of 0 that I have stored, and I check for its length. Once I calculate its length, I find that since it is more than one, it should be an ID. So I separate it from the operator and put it into a stack. That is, I put it into stack 2. Now, since I'm storing into a stack, it is a first in last out operator. I'll have to put it into a different stack to get it in the same order that I had given it. For example, if I give ID plus ID into ID, the ID would be present in the last. So I need to present in the same order. Therefore, I am popping it from the first stack and pushing it into another stack, that is stack 2. I'm pushing it into stack 2, that is stack 2 dot push equal stack 3 dot pop. Once I have popped it, I've got the string that I had given as input. And in this first stack, that is stack 1, I'll be pushing a dollar because initially it would be empty. So after I found it, like I'll be performing the pop operation from the first stack that I had put the IDs into. So stack 2 equal to stack 2 dot pop. And I also initialize the count, that is, if it is first time, it will directly just pop. If the count is more than what is found, it won't be popped, like it will be matched for the particular value. And like if st1 dot equals dollar and st2 dot equals dollar, that is, this is the end case when string will be left in both the strings, just dollar would be left, the string will be accepted. Else what I have done is just popping it, and I have adjusted the alignment by giving tab spaces. Now how will I find the value of which transition to replace it? Now this can be found out by finding the corresponding values of the row and the column of the ID and the terminal and the non-terminal. So I have used like rows and columns to match its values. And if it is not found, like if it has or it has a null production, like it will directly give an error that it has a null production and the table that was generated is incorrect. That is, the first and follow positions might be incorrect. That can be the reason. Now the productions can either start with lambda, or it can be a non-terminal, or it can be a terminal. All of three which we have discussed over here. So accordingly, it will be replaced in the table. So and if what do you say? Like if after popping out this popping out the elements, if it is not matched, it will return an error like cannot find the stack symbol or cannot find the input string. And else, like if a dollar and dollar occurs, which was the last case, which will print that the string is accepted. Now let's check. This is the input file I have given. Now let's run this program. After running it, it would directly print it, like the table will be printed. Now it is asking for an starting symbol. Let's give as E, capital E, and the input string would be ID plus ID into ID. And we can see that the predictive parser is completed successfully. And that is the end of the 7th experiment, that is predictive parsing. Thank you.